Hello, everybody. I have this queued up. Do you want more of this? Hang on, there we go. More of this.
Of course.
Of course. More of either sax or sex music.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. Let's switch to that primary shot. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Direct Live Show, the most strict live show on the internet. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm in the Geek I studios. I'm in Grand Control. CJ and Rachel here. Hi, CJ and Rachel.
Hello.
Hello. As you can tell, this is not the first recording that we're doing in the night because that was super short. Tonight, we're going to be doing the biggest stories of 2018.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. 2018 proved to be decent personally, but news-wise, running a bit thin.
Yeah.
A little bit.
We'll discuss that here in a little bit.
Right.
First. Because I'm going to ape your post show.
You're gonna ape my, King Kong my post show.
Ape out or whatever it is.
Hey, that hasn't come out yet, technically.
So, guys, I was walking through a grocery store the other day.
Uh-huh.
Not sponsored, please sponsor.
You're walking through Green Public.
Yes, Green Public. There we go. Perfect.
Green Public.
And AJ, my son, since this is a new show, not everybody knows me here.
Uh-huh.
AJ, my son, goes, "Hey, Daddy, there is carrot cake Oreos." And I literally stop and yell in the middle of Green Public, "The fuck where?"
Right.
And he's like, "Here, Daddy," and shows me, and now we have them.
Now we have them right here. I found them first. Wow.
Oh, my God.
These are actually delicious.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
And the smell of them is really good.
We've been having them, like Dale said, this is our first recording, for over an hour sitting next to me. I'm just like,
yeah, we're exploding dicing the Genetic Live Show tonight, spoiler alert.
We are.
But we're doing it live in front of the internet instead of off the air. Okay, so these are
carrot cake. They smell like carrot cake.
Are you opening it up? Looking inside?
Yes, I'm opening it up. Here's the inside.
Inside.
Try not to hit my laptop with it. It looks like a little vagina. Belly button. Belly button gina. Look at it. You're muted, Rachel.
It looks like a belly button is what I was going to say, but please. More on that in the next episode if you're watching this after the fact.
All right, I'm going to eat it now.
Okay. You can open it now.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
These are life.
These are absolutely life.
Mm-hmm. And that's more like, I feel like the biscuit is what puts it over the edge for me.
Oh, yeah. And Rachel, you're still muted, by the way.
Mic muted. I haven't touched anything.
Oh, that was my fault.
There we go.
I'm sitting here like nibbling on the cookie.
Yeah.
And it's like ridiculous. It's got like a light cinnamon flavor to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it almost tastes like it's got like the cream cheese icing that you typically have with carrot cake mixed in.
Yeah, no, because I just took a bite of the cream alone, and yeah, it is absolutely like it has the carrot cake and it's the carrot cake and the cream cheese flavor in there. But yeah, the cookie gives the entire package going to it, and just oh my God.
It's actually really good. Is that and I'm probably tasting this wrong, but it's got like cream cheese in the middle as well.
Yes, it does.
Icing.
Uh-huh.
That was the belly button gina.
No belly button. Oh my God. I'm not adding that. I'm not adding that as the show title.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
These are real good.
A friend of mine on Facebook's like, "Oh my God," like giving all the like throwy up things, and Dude,
Right,
you're
those
wrong.
emojis. Right.
You are wrong, and this is life.
Mm.
Right, because they've had a lot of limited edition Oreos come through recently.
I mean, it's a bit that it's so many that it's a bit that we do at Dragon Con every year.
Right. I mean, yes, they're like more than that. They had apple pie Oreos, which I mean they're on this desk, but I've also had these before. They are also life. But you know, the ones that I've been addicted to are these carrot cake ones and chocolate peanut butter pie.
We almost got those ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I was like,
We did
ashamed.
Right. Mm.
These are bad. These are real bad.
They're awful.
I wanted these to just be okay. As to not give me a reason to make that entire case disappear in a shame bathrooms visit.
Before or after
That's damn
eating them?
good.
Mm-hmm.
That is damn good.
And carrot cake as a whole, the cake, not the artist formerly known as Carrot Cake. Is it Carrot Cake? It's the comedian.
Carrot Top.
Carrot Top. Oh my god, I thought he was called Carrot Cake for years. He should be called Carrot Cake though. Can you imagine? He'd be more popular. Ooh, tis. The Shade. Powered by Geek I.
Oh man, I didn't do my bit. I was gonna photo up the paper and.
Oh yeah. I mean, whoops. We can just edit it in. Fix it in post. Not really. Wee.
I broke fix the chair again.
Yeah, because I'm in the studio.
Time now.
Right, I'm in the studio. Rachel's in her corner, and CJ's on a laptop at in the dining room. So I made this bit last.
He's at the Gamer Geeks table.
Gamer Geeks table. There you go.
But the upside is where I am. If I just yell really loud, I'll get picked up 3 times like this.
Oh my god! Can you not? I would rather you didn't, but hey, you know what? It's all of our shows combined.
We're here. You're queer. Get used to it.
Yeah, very queer. We actually talk about that in the next show about a participant thing that's happening. Oh, no, actually, you know what? Let's talk about it in the pre-show here because I don't really want to talk about it in the proper show. In the pre-show, we're more raw. We're more raw. Wow.
Whoa. Yes, please.
I haven't mentioned this before yet, so this is going to be a conversation that we haven't had before.
Are you going to finally come out as homosexual, Dale?
Technically, I haven't had a coming out video yet, so there's still that.
Well, there's a chance.
I mean, let's see. Can I...
I need to pull up this real quick. I'm gonna put one of those horrible ass Snapchat filters on it, like you vomiting rainbows and shit.
Yeah, can I do that from this? Can I do this from ground control? Can you come back here and show me how to apply Snapchat filters?
You have to do it with your phone, I think.
I mean,
I don't know how to Snapchat.
I mean, no, I meant through the recording, and there's output through Streamlabs that you could me just open my mouth and be and have rainbows come out. Anyway, not the conversation I wanted to have. The point is, so we all know the infamous Logan Paul, what happened in 2018, which will get mentioned in the actual show.
Yes, it will.
But he is at it again in 2019. Have you heard about this? Wait, I think we may have talked about this. We may not have. He said something on his podcast. He has a podcast now, by the way. Fun fact.
Of course he does.
Of course he does. It's something really dumb. I don't even remember the name of it. But he was talking about his New Year's resolutions, right? Oh.
Okay.
He's talking about his New Year's resolutions. People have them. I don't. They're not a thing. Because if you're only dedicated to something for a year, it's not really worth it, if that makes sense. You
Yeah,
should be
it's
thinking,
Yeah.
pointless to do it for a year because let's face it.
no, actually, it's pointless to think about doing it in the next year at some point. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, CJ and I joke. It's like, oh, here's my resolution. I'm going to do this. You know what my resolution was this year? I'm not making a resolution because that's something I can actually stick to.
me for the last like 20 years.
Like, my resolution is to allow my children to live for another year because I don't feel like going to jail. I can make that happen.
You can make that happen. There you go. But he was talking about it and how in January, like he broke it down by months. I'm like, okay, sure,
It's okay.
whatever. People have different goals. They work towards a common goal month by month, right? No.
Usually.
Not Logan Paul. So what he did, and I made a joke about this in the episode that will be coming out next week, but he was talking about how in January he was basically doing dry January, which is common now, but he called it something else. Because of course he did. But in February, the next month, he's going on a massive binge. He's gonna he also became vegan for a month, which is also not a lifestyle choice. But anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But now in January he's gone vegan and like dry January. But in February he's going to like go massive, go hard or go home. Which actually, now that I'm thinking about it in this head, February and March are linked, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay.
But he made an offhanded joke that really is so annoying and so offensive. So in March...
Oh, yes. I know which one you're talking about. Yes, go ahead.
In March, it's going to be male-only March.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Male-only March. He's going to assumably be with, in quotation marks, only men in the month of March.
Yep.
So he's starting his thing early by eating a lot of meat in February. Was the really bad joke that I had. Send your hate mail
Wait, no,
to...
he's not eating any meat in February, I thought it was.
No,
because it's
January.
Lent. No, it's Lent is in February, so that's typically the time that people don't eat meat.
No, he's not a part of that because he's too cool for Lent. Of course he is. So yeah, he's going to he'll be vegan and dry in January. He's doing the opposite in February where he's going to go on a massive bender and eat lots of meat. And
he's going to continue eating a lot of meat in March.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
Thank you. Pick up the jokes where they fall. And
somebody has to.
I know. And Rachel's just shaking her head in disbelief.
Yes, Logan Paul is literally the worst human being in all of creation.
Right.
Like so I have a theory about people like him, not just him, but like him and like PewDiePie and things like that.
Right.
They are about as bad as and because I will obey by Dale's rules, as bad as Mr. T.
Gotcha.
Because Mr. T has a fan base. Yes.
Okay.
But those people you don't typically pull people into that fan base and that listener into that base. They just kind of exist.
Okay.
Logan Paul and PewDiePie and them have their fan base and continue to reach out and pull people into that. And there's no restrictions on them.
Okay. That's fair.
There's no pulling. There's money, there's viewership drops and things like that, but that's it. The only thing that's holding them back.
Right.
There's no FCC, there's no FTC, there's nothing stopping them. So that is why you can go to a suicide forest in Japan and literally see a person dead. And nobody actually cares.
Right.
You can put racist, homophobic, and anti-Semitic things on your channel, and nobody cares.
Right.
Sure, there's outrage and things like that, but there's no actual output and impact on that. Now, Mr. T hired a brown person to hold up a sign during the State of the Union that said "fuck all Jews," actually a thing that PewDiePie did.
Mm-hmm.
He would be in jail before the day is done.
Right.
These people, and they go beyond like movie stars and things like that too. Like the movie stars and things like that, they're held to directors, they're held to writers, they're held to things like that. They're held to their agents.
Mm-hmm.
And people like Logan Paul and fucking PewDiePie and Jake Paul, don't even get me started on the shit Jake Paul pulls,
Right.
are worse than any of them. They are a almost literal cancer.
Yeah. I don't know what that noise was, but okay.
That was a noise.
That was a noise. Penguins, welcome to the show. Glad you could be here. But no, and okay. I mean, when hell freezes over, if I wanted to live in the same world, if Logan Paul turned out to be gay, like that, society would have to deal with that. But it's not a thing to do male only march. That's not a thing.
Exactly. So like somebody was trying to defend him like, well, he's showing that, you know, he's being positive to the LGBT community and they're trying to defend him so hard on this. I'm like, no. This is taking somebody who, these people who are dealing with this every single day of their life. Some of them die from them loving who they want to love. And this shitball of a person.
Right.
Is almost literally spitting in their faces.
Right. But on the flip side, like I get experimenting is a part of the phase. I'm not defending him, but I'm just doing the devil's advocate thing that I do a lot, which is annoying, I know, but this is welcome to the Generic Live Show.
This is the Dale thing.
This is the Dale thing. This is what we do here. I get it, but don't brand it as a month. Like,
yeah,
that I can't not defend, if that makes sense. And I get it, like if you're going through a phase, like people say that people don't go through phases. I disagree a little bit. I know people, like, phases happen, but people go, like, people just using it as a disregard, that's when it gets a bit iffy.
Yes.
That's where it gets a bit iffy. Like, if it's just a phase, well, it's not. Oh, well, it must be. Well, like, no. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's, like, it can be used as a defense, but it's, like, not at the same time. But also, I do not want to live in a world where Logan Paul ends up gay. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
Just as you can tell, I am fucking heated about that shit. I heard about that the other day and just.
Oof. All right. Well, I think we're cooked up enough.
Thanks for that, Dale. I appreciate it.
Hey, all right, we're cooked. We're ready to go. We're cooked. Let's see.
Yep, we ate our cookies. We bitched about Logan Paul. We're good.
We're good. All right, a typical day in the life of Generic Live Show.
Yes.
All right. Let me do that. Boop. Let's see if I can get better at this. The answer is no, I cannot. All right. Let's see. All right, here we go. We're going to go in 3, 2.